So this is going to be my first video I ever made on this channel, and this channel will be a business, motivational, and how-to channel on how to grow in America through the eyes of someone who came here from another country and really saw it for what it's worth and how great it is and how the system here works and how cruel it can be to some people that don't really take the most of their time and make the most of it, and how completely unforgiving it can be in here. But you guys, when I was a little kid, when I was 16, I always wanted to be a financial analyst. So I went to school in finance. I did great in that. And the reason why I went to school was because I took a leap of faith. And that's going to be a reoccurring theme in this channel, is you got to take a leap of faith in life. And so I went into school. I took $20,000 worth of debt to get through school. I got some good paying jobs right out of college, so that was good. Thank God. And I've been paying off my college debt ever since. It really hasn't been an issue. And that has allowed me to get some capital under my belt to fund some different styles of businesses. And we'll talk all about this and how to go from $0. And I'll tell you guys the story of my dad, who came here with $0 as a first generation immigrant from Iran. And, was a dishwasher at Applebee's full time, 40 hours. And he had another job 40 hours away as a line cook in a high school. So he was a lunch man at high school, dishwasher at Applebee's, and then he would pick up shifts here and there. Some weeks he'd work 100 hours. Most of the time it was 80. And he continued this for about 5 years while he was, accumulating capital, living with his brothers in one apartment, and just stacking up his bread and making sure that me and my mom back home had a great life. Then when we all came in here, we all lived in an apartment together. And it was rough. I'm not going to lie, man. We were on food stamps. We were pretty much on government handouts. But it was one of those learning experiences that really helped us to grow and helped us to grow quick. Because we didn't want to live like that. We came here with a motive in mind. We wanted to be great. We wanted to chase the American dream. The legal version of Scarface is what I told people. The world is yours, no cap. But you have to make sure that you're on the right path, because it could all be taken from you if it's illegal. So that's why on this channel, I'm going to teach the young cats how to do it the proper way. And none of that Andrew Tate bullshit here, man. A lot of the stuff he says is legit, like work out, stay healthy, honor your parents, honor your family, keep them close. But a lot of the stuff he says is just for clout and just gaining attention and stuff like that. Here, we're just going to keep it real and real honest with you guys. In this book, this was my goal book, and I always wrote my goals in this book here. And I'm going to, over the channel, over the span of time, I will show you guys this. And I will talk about the businesses that I've started that are still going great to this day. And I will tell you guys how I've grown in business. And I will show you guys the pictures of my businesses in the beginning. When I was 16, 15, I started a landscaping business while I was a full-time lifeguard. Not a full-time lifeguard, but I was working as a lifeguard in the YMCA. Walk, or, ma'am, your son's too fat to be in the deep end. Please watch over that fat ass, and stuff like that. And it really allowed me to stack up my bread, buy my first lawnmower, buy my first weed eater, and small little Hitachi blower. I'll never forget it. I'll show you guys it downstairs a little bit later on in the channel. And literally the most shitty landscaping setup you could think of. I would throw it in the back of my Honda Accord and drive around fucking town, cut grass with it. Moved up to a truck, moved up to a trailer. I'll show you guys all that. And went off to college, stopped that business. Went off to college, got my big boy job as a, doing finance for this power company down here. And it taught me a lot about the corporate world, showed me how miserable these cats are in the corporate field, a whole lot of, hey, how are you? And then the guy would respond with another day in paradise. Or he would go like, I'm still vertical. Vertical being like, I'm still alive. Like, that's all they care about. Like they were fucking miserable. So it taught me a lot about the corporate world. Taught me that if you really want to be someone, you got to chase your dreams. And you're either going to be chasing someone else's dream or you're going to be chasing your dream. That's what it taught me. So I refired up the landscaping business a little bit here and there. And I would still, I would work full time as, the finance, because it paid well and the benefits and yada, yada. But also I would have my business on the side and I would be selling cars. Okay. Now remember, I don't want to go too far into depth. We're just going to do a quick little overview. This is the first video of the channel. I promise you, we're going to look back and be like, holy shit, this kid grew. And I promise you, I look at my goals in this book, in this goal book that I told you guys about, and I'll read it and I'll be like, oh my God, the goals that I had set, I've crushed them. I've done so much better than them. And I will show you guys examples of that later on. But yeah, I want to keep this video short, give you guys an introduction to me, and introduce myself to everyone. And you guys are going to love this channel, man. We're going to keep it fun. We're going to keep it light, but we're going to keep it serious at the same time. I don't want this to be a brain rot channel, you know, Adin Ross and bringing on these OnlyFans bitches and stuff like that. Like, that shit's disgusting to me. Like, that's haram as fuck. Like, bro, get these dumb bitches off. Like, you know, give us some value, man. Give these young men some value. Give these young girls some value, some true value. Don't sit there and bullshit the younger generation, man. We've been bullshitted enough, you know? These boomers and everyone, bro, they're all trying to keep us distracted and retarded, bro. We're going to stay locked in, and we're going to get after it, man. You know, we're done being slaves to a 9-to-5 system where, you know, they just keep us on a bare minimum. You know, after work, we just come and watch Netflix and eat fucking processed food until we get cancer and die at age 55 due to cancer or something. Without going on to the deep end, these are my worldviews, and I really do think that we live in one of the greatest countries of all time, and we could achieve anything under here. There's a lot of opportunity for everyone, and if you don't think so, you're stuck in a mentality that's going to keep you limited. So we're going to expand our mentalities here. I'm going to give you guys insider knowledge. So to the younger cats that are younger than 25, you guys are going to see a lot of stuff that, you know, from an old soul, from an old, you know, older person, 25 years old, it might not seem like that old, but I feel like I do have a good worldview. I've traveled different places. I've lived at other places in my life, and I've lived here, and, you know, I've seen it for what it's worth. I've seen people that, you know, came from rich families, but made poor decisions in life, poor decisions in high school, and ended up in a shitty job and a shitty lifestyle, and their trajectory is completely screwed up now because of that. With me, I've been blessed to have a good family and a good support system and people that stand behind me and taught me the right way. And I had OGs that taught me this. So, you know, a lot of people don't have these OGs, and I will be your OG if you're younger than 25. If you're older than 25, I promise you, you will also see different views and different things that you could learn from, because these aren't just my ideas. I can't take credit for these. These are the ideas, and the credit that goes to these ideas are the OGs behind me, the OGs in my past, my dad, my grandparents, the people I met, my aunts, my uncles, all these people I've taken, I've listened. I don't talk much. The only time I really talk is here. I listen. I got these two big old Dumbo ears for a reason. God bless me with them, man. I listen, and I just absorb it in. You see this big ass head? I absorb it in, and I store it here. So welcome to the channel. From now on, we're going to be growing. We're going to be doing great. And I promise you, you've come to the right channel. Now, I don't want to sound like a typical YouTuber, but if you want to grow, if you want to learn, if you want to be rich one day, hit that subscribe button so you can see when the videos come out, so you can get more knowledge, and we'll just go from here. Welcome aboard.